So are you with me?
Yeah. Me too.
Okay. I thought maybe your network is not, so that's why I'm just
Um,
asking.
I can list.
Okay, so now let's create a file. What
Wow.
is the home page? How do we name it?
Index.html.
Okay. And then we are inside the index.html. Okay, then we bring our boilerplate,
Yes.
and then we change the title as images or HTML images and
HTML.
how uh, you have HTML image and a file path. Have you done?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is also another, normally we used to open VS Code inside, we used to open live server here using the live, our project using the live server. So there's another one to that you can open. I don't know if you have it. If you don't have it, maybe later I will show you. Because for instance, if I
Oh,
decided to just write an email, an element, right? Maybe this is my website, something like this, and I save it, and I want to see what I'm doing inside this VS Code without going externally. I can right click
mm.
and go on show preview. So when I click show, it will show it inside the VS Code. So now I don't need to
Hey,
go at the external browser. You understand?
can you come again?
I don't know whether you have that extension. It's an extension that we use. So if you right click and then you see here with the show preview, do you have it or no?
Show preview. Let me see.
You
Wait,
don't
hold.
have it, right?
Show preview. Yeah, it's not showing here.
Okay, you don't have it. So you have to download an extension and come to the extension here. You click on it and
Okay.
then go to just click on show preview. think it's show preview. Oh, right, live server.
Let's see.
Have you written live server?
Yeah.
Okay, you see here it wrote like live
Java.
preview. It is by Microsoft. You
Live.
click on it
Okay.
and then you
I say
install it from
on.
here.
Okay.
You understand? So when you open any project, it will show just beside your code.
Mm.
Understand? So after you install it, you can just close this one and then go at the Explorer here. So now you can right click and then you see that this thing here as show preview.
Wait.
Make sure you
It's
save it.
showing now.
Okay, that's perfect. So there are two ways. If you don't want to go externally, you can just right click. Either you want to choose live server here, or you can go here from here and say show preview. You understand? But if you want to
So it
use this
doesn't have
ones,
the live server. I can choose
yeah,
to.
you can still use the live server. You can still use this one too.
Okay.
But if still you want to use even this one, you can copy this URL, you copy it and go to your browser and just paste it here. When you paste it, it will become the same thing. You understand? So it depends on you whether you want to use the live server or you want to use the show preview. You understand?
Yeah.
So that is another extension that I showed you. Okay, so now we are dealing with image. So when you talk about the image, I mean, you just know the elements of the image. So we can just go from W3 school, and then we go to the HTML, then we go to the image, and where is the images? We go to the images. Understand? So you see how the images are. There are a lot of different, but it's not all that much. Understand? So what normally you do is, first of all, look at how they arrange this image. And say the image can improve the design and appearance of a web page. You understand? So what do you need to know about image? First of all, you go inside here. Let's say you want an image. Because this is a professional editor, whatever you start to type image img, it
It will
gives
come
you,
out.
it will come out because img is the element that can display an image. And when you right click, when you click on it, it will give you the source. Because sometimes if you try to write it on yourself, maybe you just write image like this. An image, I said, it is an empty element, right?
Yeah.
It is an empty element. You remembered, right?
Yeah.
So in order for image to display, it has to have a source. Where is the image coming from? Is it coming from your folder inside your project, or is it coming from external link? You understand? So there are two ways you can put an image here. Either you copy the image from somebody's website, or you download the image and put it inside your project. You understand? So here, as I told you the last time when we did about link, an image without a source is nothing. You understand? Like for instance, we used to say a link and we type A as a link. And a link, for instance, if you delete the href, a link without that href is useless. You understand? So it's the same thing as image. So for instance, here, if in the link, if I type something like Google, it will just show here, you see Google. But it cannot do anything because now it's just a text. You understand? But if I want it to be a link, then I have to add the attribute, which is the href. And then I add the destination, which is https google.com. Then now you see, as I type, it turned into a link. So now I can click on it. You understand? So that is how a link is. And the same apply to an image. An image has to have a source. And so always remember this has an attribute href, and this has an attribute source. And the
Yes.
source, the short name of that source is src. You understand? It's src. As we said, this is a source. This is hypertext reference. You understand? The hyperlink reference. So it's the same thing as this one. So source as an attribute, and we give the value. The value will be where the image is, the URL of the image, or the file part of the image. So there are two ways. Let me delete this link first. Image element. So we can comment it. right?
Yeah.
You comment it. Okay. So now we have an image. You see now there's nothing. So if you put the image, it will show. So let's go and find or download that image and put it inside our folder, which is the project. So you can go outside and let's say, oh, we want a cat like this. You can take any image of a cat, or you can go to images. You can copy any cat. In VS Code, it is easy for you to just copy and paste it inside the VS Code editor. You understand? You don't need to even download it. Just, for instance, if I click on it and then right click, and there are two different, you can copy the link, which is external. And then if you want to use it inside your project, you can say copy image. It is stored. Now the image is copied and it is now in your clipboard. So you can just go inside your folder, that is the project, and then paste it, Control V to paste, or just write and then click on paste. Here there is no but, just right click Control V to just paste it there for you. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you have your image there. Maybe you can right click the image and rename the image as cards. Understand? So now you have your image inside your folder. So both the index where you are writing your code and the image are in the same folder. You understand? So just remember that when we are doing the file part, it will be useful because look at the cat and where you are typing your index, your home page, they are in the same folder as projects, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we can just refer to our image. You understand? And because it is in the same folder,
Yeah.
we can just write the name of that cat. And when you
Yes.
start writing, it will come here as cat. The image I put it there, you see the image appear here.
Yeah.
You understand? So if we think that the image is bigger, we can just add another attribute of an image which is attached or which is part of the image, because the image, you cannot just take an image and say I want to use just the image like that. Definitely you want to reduce the size of the image.
Yeah.
So it is also an attribute which is inside the image element. So you can just write width. When you write the width, then you give it a value. Either you give it in pixels or in percentage, depending on whatever you want. So mostly we give it in pixels. You can just write as, maybe let's say we want it to be 500 pixels. So when you write 500 pixels, it comes. Sometimes even if you don't write the pixels, it will still come as like this. So it is an attribute which is inside this image elements.
Like if you write 500, it will just come out. No, to write maybe the symbol.
You can decide, because the thing is, because this one, it is an attribute inside the image. So you can decide to write 500. You understand? If you were to apply, let's say, like you are applying a style onto it, a style, you have a width, but we have to give it an what? You have to give it you see, I wrote 500, but it didn't work. You
Yeah.
understand? I have to write the pixels before it will, because this is a style attribute. But when I decide to just write a weight is a built-in. I mean, it is at like the source. You see the source here. Weight
Yeah.
2 here is like, it's also attached to the element. It's affecting this image element. So when you type that, you don't need to add maybe the pixels to it. You can just type 500. Or even if you type the pixels, it still work fine for you. You understand? Maybe you can make it 10%.
Mm.
You
Oh, it's
understand?
smaller.
But normally this is a
Mm.
pixels, you understand? But if you make it 10%, look at how it increase. between 50%. Understand? But if you just add 50, that 50 is in pixels. And so the default unit is pixels. So you can just write it maybe 511. You know that it is pixels.
Okay.
Understand? You will know that it's in pixels. So that is the image for you. But if you want to add also height, you can add height too. How many height? 600. Understand? Or 800. Maybe 600. No. 400. 300. See how it is. So it depends. You can add the height or the width, but mostly because normally if you take an image online, maybe you have it inside your file and you feel that just the width is okay for you, you can just leave it as 500. So it will just reduce only the width. It will leave the default height that it came with. You
Okay.
understand? So that is how we add the image. And then this is a simple way of just adding the image. And secondly, after adding the image, there is another one we call alternative, which is also an attribute. You understand? It's also an attribute, ALT. When you add it, ALT stands for alternative. You understand? And this is mostly used for those who have eye problems. You understand? Those who cannot see. You understand?
It
So when
makes
you
the picture more bigger or how?
come again?
It makes the picture more bigger or how?
No, no, no. I mean, this is just a test that you can write there. For instance, you are writing a card, right? So if you
Yeah.
see this is a card, for instance, let me make it clear for you. This is an alternative. An alternative stands for if there is no image, read this. You understand? For instance, if the image is not here, like we made a mistake, let me write something like this is a cat. So this is an alternative test that I want someone who is browsing the internet, but he cannot see. They are visually impaired.
Okay.
They cannot see. So immediately he is reading or is browsing. When he come across the image, if you install this thing, an audio speaker, understand? An auto distance speaker, which normally read your website for you.
Yeah.
It will read this image as this. This is a cat.
Okay.
You understand? So for instance, if I remove this, for instance, made a mistake like this. Look, this comes. This is a cat. So this is an alternative to the image. In
Okay.
case there is a problem of the image, maybe the image is broken, or maybe where you got that image, they have removed the image. So you have
Sometimes you can open an internet and you see something like
you see
that.
something like So it means that this is a cat. A cat image was there. You understand? And even when it is there, if it is showing like this, this sentence that you see, it is as if it is inside this. It is hiding inside. You understand? So for instance, let me show you, give you an example. Let's go to Google and then if you have a screen reader, just type screen reader. Look at screen reader Chrome extension. Just type it. And then click on the first one, screen reader for Google Chrome. Then you have to click add to Google Chrome. Just add to Chrome. And then click here again, add extension. Then this extension will be added here. Are you following?
Yeah.
Okay, this extension will be added here.
I couldn't do
Then,
it because I'm watching you at the same time doing it.
I thought you are doing it. That's why I'm also waiting for you to finish. So you go to the extension. Look at here, you see extension, this icon
Yeah.
here. You click on it. Then you have to show that extension. Then you look at where is the extension. It is here, screen reader for Google Chrome. Then you pin it. You click on here to show the, when you pin it, it will come here. Understand? Now it is here, it is pinned here. So now let's go to our website now. So now I'll use Lifesaver to show you because I don't want to use this one. Let me right click and open with Lifesaver. Right? So now I've opened with Lifesaver. This is my image. Are you following?
Yeah, I'm following.
Yeah, but don't click on it now. Just click any empty space for now. Let's just leave it like that.
Should I leave it like this?
Yeah, that is how it is. So for now, just leave it as it is. Just watch me
Oh,
now. Just
okay.
watch me. Watch what I'm doing now.
Okay.
Okay, so what you need to do now is, first of all, open it in a browser. I said you should open this inside the user Lifesaver. Okay?
Now I should go and use the lifesaver.
Yeah. Just go here, right click, and then open this Lifesaver.
Okay.
So let me close this for now. Is it open?
It open. It look like a
Oh,
line.
yeah, just leave it. Just look at it. Just don't click on it. For now, what we need to understand is now the reason why I want you to do that is now just when you look at it is like this. So when you click on it, it will start reading.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a screen reader. When you put your mouse on a word or a sentence, it will read for you. So for instance, if I click here, this is my website. You see, it is
Okay.
reading.
Yeah.
Paired and he cannot see. So whenever he see, normally that's what they use.
They
So
used
the
to.
screen, it will be reading for them. So that when they put their mouse here, it will read for them that, oh, this is a cat. You understand? So that's why I just wanted you to understand. But I think the plugin or the extension is not working as I wanted. Yeah. So now I think is the best way to show you how to. So this is the simplest way of how to add an image. So for instance, you can even maybe duplicate this maybe 5 times and add different images. You understand? So for instance, this you added an image from here, right? So
Yeah.
if I want to add an image outside, I want to add the image outside. The same source, I can go online, look at an image, and now the same image, I right click, instead of copying here to put it inside my folder, I copy the link. Understand? This link is the same thing as when I click inside and go to the main image. So let's see, this is the main image. You are seeing this image, right? So
Yeah.
when I click on this image, it opens, and this is the main image. So this image, it is inside the website pexels.com. Tutor.com. They own this image. You understand? They own this image. This image is not mine. They own it. So if I want to open this image like this, I can just right click and copy image. Okay. And copy the link, or maybe just take this link from this website. Or if I don't want to have this, I want to have the image only. Okay, right click, I think, and then copy image link. And so now I copy the image link, then I can go inside my website and then paste it in the source. You understand? So it is telling you that it's coming from the images from the pixels.com. So it means that this is their image. And the extension is a JPEG format. You understand? So when I save it and I go back to my main website, why do I see the image? But do you see it takes long to load? You see, it was loaded. It means that it is coming from an external website. So it has to load and then show inside your page. But because this one is already downloaded inside your folder, immediately you want to show it just pop out.
Yeah.
You understand? But all of them, you see, they are the same. But one is from external, one is inside your folder. So the advantage or the disadvantage between both is that one, this one, because it is inside your folder, you wouldn't face any problem. You understand? But this one, because it is external, if in case this page here, their website, if they remove
The
this
image.
image, if they remove this, that means this image is going out. You will not
You
see
lost.
this image. So that is why it is better to host your
Down.
own image inside your folder. You understand? So mostly that's the difference. So this is external, and this is, because we can say this is internal. You understand? Okay. So now let's move to the second one. So adding an image is just simple. Just having the image element, the source, the alternative. Mostly this alternative is very important. So whenever you add your image, try as much as possible to add that alternative, because it helps the visually impaired people to also navigate and browse the internet. So you have to also think about them.